Hello, Geneva. I'm Mayor Kevin Burns, and welcome to this edition of Business Beat. Today we are joined by Sergio and Lindsey of the world-famous Sergio's restaurant on the corner of Route 38 and Route 31. We're also going to join our friends upstairs in the relatively new 1910. So, Sergio, thank you.
Thank you.
And Lindsey, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, the music's going. It's a Friday.
Yeah.
People are starting to have fun.
Yep.
So how long have you been here at Sergio's?
We've been here for 11 years.
11 years.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
It seems like,
I know.
isn't that wild?
It is. Yeah,
Oh my
time
God.
flies.
It's extraordinary. And of
Yeah.
course you have, I know, specials. You have great margaritas.
Yes. Yep.
Obviously great food. You have a great atmosphere. What makes Sergio's, in your opinions, so special?
You know, obviously our authentic Mexican food and our patio. I mean, it's like
it's awesome.
In the summer, our patio is like everybody loves to sit in the patio. We have a half price margaritas on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and
Now you are from Mexico.
from Mexico City.
Whereabouts? Mexico City.
Yeah, just outside Mexico City.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And of course, everyone wants to know, how did you two meet?
Okay, so I took a year off of college, and actually I worked at Chili's as a waitress, and Sergio was a kitchen manager and a cook.
Yep.
And he knew the way right to my heart. It was food. So he would pass me food through the counter, and it was done.
You're kidding?
No, that was all I needed was food. That was it.
and the rest is a love story.
Yeah, the rest is, we've been married 23 years. Our oldest.
23 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, our oldest is 22. He just graduated from University of Colorado.
I've had the pleasure of meeting their son. Extraordinary young man.
Yeah, thank you.
Extraordinary. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So you're still in love?
Yeah, we try.
Is
We're
food
trying. We're
still the
working
way to
on
your
it.
heart? Is food still the way to your heart?
Yeah, now it's food and alcohol.
Food and alcohol.
There you go, folks.
Yeah.
Food right downstairs, alcohol upstairs.
So any and all budding romances come to Sergio's, is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, we've had people meet here, come on a first date, and they got married.
Yeah.
We do have a waitress, Miranda, and George worked in the kitchen, and they got married.
Yeah.
So we've had some,
Yeah, that requires a different permit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
So tell us about Sergio's and what, 11 years. You're obviously well known and well liked and well respected. What makes Sergio's different from the other Mexican restaurants?
Okay. Well, okay. Well, so Sergio, back when we first started, people would come to our house all the time. We'd always make Mexican food. Sergio actually taught me how to cook. So people would tell us, your Mexican food is so good, you have to open a restaurant. So we'd hear that over and over.
Wow.
And we had a neighbor actually approach us, and he's like, do you guys want to open a restaurant with me? And then he actually ended up backing out.
So your buddy backed out, but all of a sudden you went forward.
Yes. So basically, we wanted to open a restaurant that had Sergio's authentic family recipes, passed down from grandmother to his dad to his mom.
That's cool.
Yeah, and there are, our authentic recipes are a little different than, other places that you've eaten at. And then, what's nice is we also have a combination of like typical Mexican recipes, and then we also have our street tacos, which are like gourmet, tacos.
Very good.
Yeah, so I guess what sets us apart, we have a little bit of everything for everybody.
So you serve everyone's palate.
Yeah.
So no matter what you like, come to Sergio's and you'll get what you like.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome. Now the question is, do you write down the recipes or are they just up here?
We do have it written down.
Do you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything else we should know about Sergio's before we take the dramatic ascension to 1910?
I would say what we're most kind of well known for is our patio. So we're entering patio season. So we should, once the temps are up mid 60s, 70s, we will have our patio open.
Fantastic.
And Tuesdays.
We have music outside. And
Yeah.
It's a great atmosphere.
Yeah.
So you can sit there and watch the world go by.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Stay tuned, folks. We're going to head up to 1910. Now, as you exit Sergio's, you go to your left, and the entrance to 1910 is right there. So follow me. Can't miss that. 1910. And the website right there.
Yeah.
Now check this out, folks. This is the ascension to joy and fun. Folks, we have made the climb to 1910, which is just on top of Sergio's. Sergio, who you met earlier, is of course tending to all the customers' needs downstairs, but we have Lindsey with us. And Lindsey, your fingerprints are all over 1910 because you designed this space.
I did, yes.
It's extraordinary.
Oh,
we're
thank you.
going to take a peek at all the cool things here, but tell us about the inspiration of opening 1910.
Yeah, so about 5 years ago, Sergio said, hey, we need to put a bar up there. And I'm like, no way. We're already too busy. We don't need to have a bar. So he eventually convinced me. And so these were apartments up here.
Yeah.
And,
Kristen lived here.
Yeah, Kristen lived here, yeah. So we eventually, it took us like 5 years of really planning out the space. I mean, the layout changed several times, but, I was an art major in college, so I got to use it for something, some design.
You've done well.
Yeah, well, thank you.
You've done well.
Yeah.
So you have I should say Sergio has the idea.
Yes.
You're finally convinced. And it took how many years to finally say, okay, we're ready, let's open? Because you had to have gone through all sorts of different iterations.
Yeah, there were a lot of hoops to jump through.
Oh.
So it was a couple years working with architects, and our biggest hurdle was we needed to open a new, put in a new water line cut across Route 31. So that was like 9 months of communicating with the city, the state.
Unbelievable.
So yeah, that was the really the biggest thing. But it was 9 months of construction, and here we are, open 9 months.
It's amazing. So tell everybody, if there is, what is the difference between Sergio's and 1910?
Okay, so yeah, we just, we didn't want the businesses to compete with each other because they're right next to each other. So they're two totally different concepts.
See, that's important.
Yeah. So upstairs, is more of a bar, where Sergio's is more of a family restaurant.
Right.
So after, 8, 9 p.m., it's over 21, and we have a lot of whiskey cocktails, a lot of martinis, which we don't have downstairs.
And it's great on the Instagram account. Your Instagram is extraordinary.
Okay, Kristen does our Instagram.
She does a great job.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah, so, and we do still have food up here, so you can still have dinner, some great, gourmet tacos and appetizers. But it's, like we said, it's more nightlife. We have DJs every Friday, Saturday night, so.
So I fuel up on the wonderful food downstairs. I can still grab a bite to eat here, but then I head upstairs to 1910, and that's when the fun begins.
For sure, yeah. We get people dancing on every Friday, Saturday night.
Let's go check out the area where we spin the wax.
Okay, all right, yeah.
And again, folks, this is all designed by Lindsey, the art major extraordinaire. So it's got all sorts of really cool touches to it.
Yeah.
So you have the eye, obviously, and some of the artwork on the wall.
Yeah, this is art by Joseph. Joseph is awesome.
Incredible.
He did this, says Revolution. 1910 is named after the Mexican Revolution was in 1910. This building, the first bar was put in 1910.
Now see, that's cool. The first bar in Geneva, or at this location.
In this location.
1910, folks. Hence the name.
Yeah.
No, it's perfect.
Yeah. So, Joseph did this. This is part of the Mexican flag, like the center part of it.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's got to be a heck of a conversation piece.
Yeah, I think so. People wonder,
what that
why.
is. Now, here's the cool part. The swings.
Right.
Now, I've seen that a lot of people enjoy these.
They do. People wait in line for the swings.
My God, isn't that something?
Yes, they wait. They sit here like eyeing, when are they going to get up? And then they run to the swings. Yes. And we've become kind of known for the swings. Like, I'll run into people, they're like, oh, you're the bar with the swings. So.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Yeah, take a swing.
Whose idea was this?
Me.
Lindsey, this is your idea?
Yes.
Come swing with me. Let's talk about
We don't want to start that rumor.
Yeah, that's good idea. But check it out, folks. These are comfortable.
Yeah.
And the foot rest is perfectly situated.
Right, yeah. So
anybody ever fall off these?
That would be a question for Sergio. No, I think we've had some near misses.
Yeah.
People standing on them, telling them to get down.
Oh my God.
After a few drinks, you never know what's going to happen.
I mean, this is really while away your time and enjoy. You got a view of the entire city.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on the patio.
For sure.
My goodness.
Yeah.
This is great. So, weekend nights are huge, correct?
Yeah. Obviously, you know, Friday, Saturday night are our busiest nights. Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. So, specialties on your drinks?
We actually have one of our popular drink here already is the old fashioned.
Oh my gosh, that is old.
Yeah, and is that okay if I make one for you?
Well, you can make one for me and we'll have Lindsey taste it. How's
Okay.
that?
Yeah.
Or we'll have the cameraman taste it, see what happens.
We actually use white oak to smoke our glass. So I'm gonna make it.
Oh, check this out. So you're burning white oak right now.
White oak, yeah.
Kind of gives it a little smoky flavor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then, while that one is getting ready.
Look at that. So Sergio,
Yes.
or Lindsey,
Yes.
when I hear the word old-fashioned, I think my grandmother and grandpa's drink.
Right, for sure.
But
Yeah.
they're coming back in style?
Totally is coming back. I read an article that it's the #1 drink in the Chicago area.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. Yeah. So it's just becoming popular. If you pay attention at bars, like old fashions on most of the menus.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, and men and women drink old fashions?
Yeah.
Or is it mostly female?
Actually, mostly, I would say mostly male, but a lot
Really?
of women
I'm surprised a lot of people come in and ask for an old fashioned.
Yeah, a lot of
on
women.
Wednesdays they're only $5, which is
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
a deal.
Yeah.
So you're doing that with such, oh, look at that ice.
Yeah, Sergio has a passion for ice. He loves, at our home we have like Titanic shaped ice. We have all 5 different shapes of ice.
So you're an iceologist. Look at that. And I would assume, Sergio and Lindsey, that watching the drink made is just as much fun as enjoying it.
I think people love watching it made,
Yeah.
yes,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
for sure.
As you make a drink, you know, everybody is craving about it. You know, like people, monkey see, monkey do, and then all of a sudden
Exactly.
everybody's like, love it. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So that helps get out some of the oil in the orange and gives it a little extra flavor.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Who knew?
Yeah, who knew? Yeah, that's
Look at that, folks. That is picture perfect. Now, of course, as soon as the cameras go off, you know who's going to enjoy that, right? No, it's not me, folks. Wow. So, you're hanging out up here. It's a full house. People are having fun.
Yes.
What brings people coming back?
Sergio, what do you think?
You know what? Our drinks are really good. They're like
Yes.
crafty.
Yes.
It might take a little bit longer than your typical, you know, rum and coke or whatever.
Right.
I mean, our bartenders, they come in, they squeeze the lime, they make all the different ice, they prepare all the syrups.
So it's handcrafted.
I mean, it is crafted. We have a lot of drinks that require a lot of time. So,
Sure.
you know, like this one, it took me a little bit more than
Right.
just pour soda in. So
Wow.
people appreciating that. Also, they appreciate our food. We have not your typical Mexican food,
Right.
a little bit of a twist. We have poke, nachos, which is, they're
Oh.
delicious. We have
The nachos are unbelievable.
Yeah.
And that's a
thank you.
meal in and of itself.
yes.
Oh, for sure,
yes.
yeah.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. and,
amazing.
we smoke our own brisket. That takes, about 10 hours. We have lobster quesadillas. So we have some, and actually some wings, bourbon barbecue wings. And I think what keeps people coming back is, the atmosphere, the DJs. We rotate our DJs, so we have a lot of variety.
I was just going to ask that. Yeah, that's cool.
And especially in St. Charles, there's a lot of entertainment, a lot of bands, and here there aren't as many bars and
Sure.
music. So I think that people in Geneva, like a place to hang out.
Of course.
And we don't just cater to a 20-year-old audience.
I was going to say, it's all age ranges.
Yeah.
Totally,
Which is cool. So regardless of an old guy like me, I still feel comfortable coming
Sure.
in.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Right.
And thanks for agreeing with the old guy like me comment.
Trust me, I'm
I,
like that too.
I appreciate that. Now, sitting on these swings is like holding a baby. You can't help but want
Right.
to move. Oh my gosh, it's incredible. So let's go check out the DJ section.
Okay,
folks.
sure.
Stick with us. Folks, we've moved to the northwest corner of 1910, which I think is one of the coolest corners in all of the city.
I think so.
I mean, you're looking over Route 38, you're looking over Route 31, literally the intersection of the community. And we are sitting in some really cool chairs that Lindsey picked out. And she's a big fan. Sergio is getting warm to the idea. It's like a big baseball glove, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we're sitting right next to the DJ booth.
Right. Yeah.
So this is where all the excitement happens.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Wow. And of course, we're warmed by the natural fire.
Yep. It's nice and roasty.
This has got to be the most popular seat in the place. Just the view. I mean, you get to see everything happening.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't thought about it because I haven't really sat down here. I've never relaxed
You guys have no
here.
time to relax.
I haven't.
This is perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm hanging out. I'm having great conversations with my friends and my family, or mostly my friends. I've enjoyed one of those extraordinary drinks that Sergio makes. I've had extraordinary food, and I'm watching the world go by. Is there anything better?
You know, I don't think the beach, but
There is a beach just about 50 feet away called the Fox River.
yeah,
So it's hard to access, but this is it. I mean, this is awesome.
yeah, definitely.
And on the weekends, how late are you open?
We're open till about Friday, Saturday night till 2.
Okay.
But you know, sometimes we'll close earlier,
Sure.
like in the winter time. But yeah,
And it should be noted, you're not going to come here and find a rowdy scene. You're going to find people having fun,
yeah, for sure.
and enjoying the culture, enjoying all the atmosphere, the ambiance, and the different range and ages of people. Yeah, so it's going to be, it's cool.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've been. It's very cool. So
Thank you.
share with all of the millions of people tuning in your address, your phone number, and your website.
Okay, sure. So we're at 30 West State Street. It's the same address as Sergio's Cantina.
Yes.
We're right upstairs above Sergio's, but it's Suite 200 in Geneva. And our phone number is 630-845-9100. And our website is 1910geneva.com. And we are open after 5. So if you call during the day, we most likely might not answer. We are closed Mondays. And in the summer, we do have a big patio that seats like about 40 plus people. So in the summer, we're thinking about opening on Saturdays and Sundays, but we will announce that on our website. So.
And you'll see in this broadcast some images of the patio, which is extraordinary.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
mean, it's so cool. And the story behind who built that patio is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, I think you told me at one point.
Yeah, I mean, it's just fascinating. Thank you so much for hosting us today.
yeah, thank
This
you.
is extraordinary.
Yep.
And tell Sergio wherever he went
Okay.
how grateful we are to him as well.
All right, sounds good.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Business Beat at 1910 Geneva. I hope to see you here soon. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.